I don't know why. I just went with it. But I wanted to do it. I think I had all theme planned, but whatever. We had some fun. So we did prison movies. My parameter for this was the movie had to take place entirely in the prison. I am allowing for like maybe in the beginning, like the processing or something like that, like the little like epilogue that says, okay, they're in there for this. But the whole movie has to take place in the prison. They don't escape. They don't get out. It's all in there. That's my parameter for this list. Do you have any parameters on yours?
So I kind of went, I feel like I keep going lighter on my parameters than you, but mine was if you're primary in the prison, because some of these movies I couldn't keep off my list. And I will say it's probably like a 50-50 for them being in prison or not. But I'd say if they were primarily in a prison, that's what my parameters were.
Okay.
So,
I dig
it.
I like it. Primarily in a prison, I'm down. There's nothing wrong with that. There was no wrong answer. I just put the parameters on myself, as always. So let's start with our number 5s. Number 5 on my list is, and I'll go first because I think you went first last time, but number 5 on my list is The Last Castle, starring Robert Redford and James Gunn. Love that movie. I think it's a great movie. And he's great in it. Everybody's great in it. So love that movie. What about you? What's your number 5?
My number 5 stars Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. It's going to be Stir Crazy.
Very nice. Good one. That's a great
movie.
That.
I love those two together. And that's just hilarious of getting out of that's a good movie.
Dude, I got to tell you, like I'm a little annoyed I didn't get that. I didn't do that movie. So good. Okay, my number 4 though is Lock Up, with starring Sylvester Stallone, Donald Sutherland, like the late great who just passed away. Also, rest in peace, John Amos and Dikembe Mutombo, and like so many people have been passing away. Like, but yeah, rest in peace, all these people who have been passing away. Our condolences to you and your families. So, but to kind of jump back into it in the middle of our top 5, Lock Up. Starring Sylvester, that was actually filmed at the prison. No bullshit. It was like 10 minutes down the road from my house. That's crazy. To go to work and shit. Yeah, it's Rahway State Penitentiary. It is. It looks like hell. And I've been inside of there because we interviewed for my law class the Scared Straight guys. We weren't doing Scared Straight. We were just interviewing them. And it's fucking terrifying.
I bet. Good. I mean, that's how prison should be, right? I mean,
yep, it's terrifying. Yeah. Holy shit. So that's my number 4. What's your number 4?
My number 4 stars Sean Penn, and I feel like not enough people talk about it. It's going to be Bad Boys.
It's a good movie. Good movie.
I love Sean Penn, and I think it's a great performance. And I feel like I said, I don't think enough people talk about that particular movie with him. And it's a classic. And his hair.
I love it. All right, number 3 for me is The Longest Yard, the original. I do like the remake. I think the remake was good, but the original is what gets the praise for me. I really enjoyed that. I just think it's such a great movie. Very gritty, very raw. Well done. So, yeah. What's your number 3?
To honor the West Coast, I went with Cool Hand Luke.
Ooh, solid movie. Great movie.
It's a great restaurant. If you're in California, have a chance, you guys. I love that restaurant. I couldn't stop eating there. Just from looking at the walls and everything from that movie, I was like, oh, and the food was mint.
That's awesome. Where was that?
California.
Where? No, I meant like where's the restaurant?
Oh, specifically, it was in between like Fresno, like right outside of Fresno. Surprisingly, reminds me of like Sagebrush. If you ever had Sagebrush up there,
I lived in LA, so most of it was just like
I got you,
LA.
So you didn't have the good steakhouse where you could throw peanuts on the ground and all that fun shit.
Oh no, that existed. Okay. But we have those here,
it's like that.
And they're not real.
Okay.
They're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like Applebee's. They're like Applebee's with like a hint of darkness. You know?
Right.
All right. So I like that choice though. That was a good one. Number 2 on my list is Papillion. I always say it wrong. Papillion.
Okay.
It's they're in the French prison down in the. I forget where it was. The Maldives? Probably not. I'm probably way wrong on that. But yeah, they're in that island prison. It's a vicious movie. It's a hard movie, but the Queen is great. Sis Hoffman. So if you haven't had a chance, check that out. I suggest people check that out. They remade it too, but it wasn't as good.
Okay. See, I didn't know they remade it. But
it was too clean. Yeah. I don't like a clean remake. This was such a gritty, like it felt horrible. You know what I mean? Like, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is going to be American History X.
Wow, that's a hard one. That is a hard one. So like for this one to be on your list, is that because you emulate it daily, or is it just something you've learned?
You're funny. Both.
Out of here. highly doubt. So no, I'm just kidding with you. But no, that's a great choice. It was on my list. That would make one of my drama lists.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
It's such a good movie. Like Shawshank would too, but they got out of the prison.
Yeah.
You know. So and that was a hard one to admit. Even Green Mile.
Yeah.
It was a hard one to admit, but I was like, my top 5 is gonna be everybody's top 5. So that's why I always start the parameters. That's why I like your list. It's different. It's there's some flavor to it, and I like that.
Because I was considering those two you just mentioned, Shawshank and Green Mile. Same thing. I was like, nah, let me do a list for myself. If someone was like, hey, give me some prison movies to watch, I'd be like, all right, here's the Paul list, not here's your top Google list.
Well, listen, number one on before we say number one on my list, an honorable mention I'd love for everybody to check out is Prison. I believe it's from 1987 or 88. Stars Viggo Mortensen. It also has Kane Hodder's in it. He plays it's a horror movie. It's very cool. It's about a serial killer, not serial killer, but a slasher, ghost killer, killing people in this prison. Exacting revenge. One of my old bosses is in it, Larry Flash Jenkins. You'll see him in that, so go check that movie out. I love it. For prison wise, that's a fun one. All right, number one. My number one, Escape from New York.
Nice.
They never really get out. Like they're in the prison the whole time because he's processed, and then when he does get out, like he's still there. You know, I always wondered because he's like walking away and he fucked the guy over with the tape, and it's like, did they just not grab you and bring you back? Like you just were able to leave. But all right, cool. So, what's your number one, sir? Finish this
my number one is going to be it's a vague statement for prison, but to me it counted. It's The Great Escape.
Great movie. Yeah, another one where because they escaped, I didn't do.
Yeah,
but it was hardcore there. Like it's such a great movie.
Man. That's one I can absolutely rewatch. It is a long movie and it is an older movie, but it's one I can always rewatch. If someone's like, "Can we watch this?" No problem. Never.
Completely agree. It's so good. It is such a great movie. Really great choice. I love that number one. All right, everybody. Well, thank you. And remember, everybody, join up on our Patreon.
Yes.
Patreon has perks for your paid tiers. If you're free, like you're going to get the newsletters. You're going to get. We're doing a giveaway right now. These two things right here. Here, let me make myself bigger.
Yes.
So the handbook for the recently deceased from Beetlejuice popcorn tin that opens up. It's a nice little like keepsake tin that you can use. And of course this thing is awesome, but the Beetlejuice cup. We're gonna be giving those away to 2 lucky patrons. 1 patron each will win those. They look like this. So you can go check them out. It's going to run through October 31st. We'll be spinning the wheel and picking 2 names to win one of these each. We hope you guys will be a part of it. Just join up. And it's free members too. So join up on Patreon. Our newsletter should be coming out soon. We're going to be sharing our horror movie watch lists throughout the month, doing our video reviews and stuff like that. So we have tons of other stuff too. So really, please, so much. Love for you to be a part of it. We love movies. We know you do too. So join the Snob Nation. Don't worry, I'll say that again at the end. All right, let's stop bothering these people long enough. Let's get to our reviews. Let's start with Wolves.